Hi Vill, so a 3-2 loss today to Morpeth. Tell us please.
To be fair, I'm really sort of disappointed in the result, obviously. More because, you know, I don't think we played very well in terms of our own standards, but neither did they, and I think we've given them sort of three soft goals in terms of the 3 goals, and not had to work very hard from, which is really disappointing. And sort of on sort of reflection, looking at the game, I thought you know, it were an even game in terms of opportunities, and I thought it were an even game in terms of overall play. Both teams started off a bit cagey. Sort of they probably had a couple of, I won't say half chances really, speculative efforts. And we sort of found us rhythm and got into the game. And then they've scored with a disappointing, sort of, is a cleverly sort of worked free kick, but it was disappointing from our point of view in terms of not picking up defensively. And there's nipped in and got it, squeezed it past Ports. And then from there, certainly the second goal again, sort of switched off on terms of the first ball, not being committed to winning the first ball. Then the second phase we recovered well, and then it's obviously a huge deflection, fortune soft goal for the second one. But we got ourselves back in it at 2-1. You know, again, sort of a great sort of speculative cross from Robbo, which is what he does well. Their keeper's not dealt with it, and we've managed to get it over the line. And at that point, we're on the ascendancy. I'm thinking, right, you know, there's only going to be one winner at this point. They're starting to sit back. We're on the front foot, and then right against the run of play, poor play from my back sort of 5, really, all around, to allow their lad to put it into an empty net. So really disappointing to go down 3-1. Again, we've got us you know, another one back to get it 3-2. Great strike from Hertz. But to be honest, it was a bit too little too late, and overall I'm really disappointed with the result. I mean, the fair result would probably be a draw, but you know, that's when you're up there and you're on eight wins on the bounce. You know, fortune sometimes goes for you, and that's what's happened today, I think. And you know, fair play to them. They've come and got 3 points, which is all they need to do at this stage of the season. I think they've extended the lead by that win to now 10 points. So you'd have to say that the champions in waiting, to be quite frank. So yeah, disappointing result and disappointing performance, but we just have to take it on the chin, dust ourselves down and move on.
We saw the ugly side of football today.
Yeah.
Right in front of his face, right in front of the camera, right in front of you, right in front of the liner. Tell us about the red card.
Yeah, I mean, it's there for all to see. It was completely unnecessary. I thought that was part of their game plan, to get under our skin. You know, our players diving all over the shop, which were a bit embarrassing at times. I mean, certainly for the first goal, trying to get our lads booked and all that kind of gamesmanship, which is part of the game. But I think they crossed the line a couple of times today, which I really disappointed in from their point of view in terms of doing that sort of thing. I'm all up for gamesmanship. I think they crossed the line, and with the red card, I think it was a follow-on from that, because he stood on our lad for absolutely no reason when he's on the floor, and I just think it's because either for whatever reason, whatever they've been told before the game, or wound up or whatever, he's gone and done that, and there was absolutely no. It was actually their free kick that they've won, and the lad's gone and stamped on him, on his chest. So, you know, straight red card. No. Listen, it's never in doubt. Just like I say, it was just part and parcel of their game plan, and ultimately, I guess you could argue it's worked because they've won the game. Yeah,
we've got another massive game. Cleethorpes come to town next week. Are we up for the challenge again?
Yeah, I mean, you know, one thing, you know, we've been able to be good at is respond after poor performances or poor results. We've been good at that to this point in this season, and I expect us to do that again Saturday. We've got to be honest in terms of where we are, and look, the reality is, you know, this time last season, you know, we were in a relegation battle, fighting to stay in this league, and we've got to March, and you know, we're in and around a title challenge. So the reality is, you know, there's been massive improvement on the field, and we put ourselves in a great position. So, you know, you know, going into Saturday, it's a you know, they're all big games. I don't see any game as a particular big game, irrespective of the opposition. It's just another 3 points, and all we have to do is react in the right manner, which we have done all season, and you know, try and win the game, which we do every game. So if we do that, we'll have a good week this week. There's no negativity from me, because at the end of the day, you know, we're nowhere near it. You know, we're over competing in terms of, you know, the environment that we're in, and the resources that other teams have got against us. But we're there, and we want to stand up and be counted, and while we're there, that's what we'll do. So come Saturday, it'll be treated like no other game, 3 points, and we'll work our socks off to get those 3 points.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Vill. Unlucky on the defeat today. Take care, and we'll see you next week.
Brilliant. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
Cheers.